everybody, it's Jamie, if I'm not getting off this train. In today's grocery haul, I have a huge Walmart haul, and I'm getting ready to make some freezer meals. Alright, first off, how many of you were able to watch the eclipse last week? So, I live in Dayton, Ohio, which was right in that range of totality. So we got to stand in our backyard and watch the entire sky go dark, use our glasses, look at the sun. It was such an amazing experience. Allison's school system had the whole day off. John's work let them off at noon so that they could watch it as well. It was really cool. And the next day, I was driving over to Panera to get some coffee, and there's a hotel that I drive past every time. And that parking lot is usually totally empty. But that day, as I drove past, the parking lot was so full, and I happened to look over at all the cars, their license plates, and I saw some from Ontario and Oklahoma and New York and from all over just to travel to Dayton to watch the eclipse. So if you did any traveling last week, let me know because I want to know what happened. Anyway, so this month I'm focusing a lot on meal prep and sharing tips to go along with it. And I somehow got the idea in my head last week that I want to do another freezer meal session. Freezer meals are an amazing way to do meal prep because you have all the meals in your freezer ready to go. So all of my meals this week are dedicated to those freezer meals. So let's get into the haul. I went to Walmart and Meijer, so let me show you what I bought. All right, I've got a big haul from Walmart and a little bit from Meijer. So we're gonna start with Walmart. A lot of the fresh stuff over here. I got a package of raspberries for Allison. I've been getting her strawberries for a while, but I think she's getting tired of them. So switching to raspberries for now. And I got a big bag of apples for me. Then a 3-pound bag of sweet potatoes, using those in some freezer meals. And 2 dozen eggs. I'm making an egg casserole as well as some other things. Then just a bag of spinach to go in an egg casserole. Some bananas down here for us. And a bag of cilantro going in some of those freezer meals. I also got 2 more of these Sargento balance breaks. So this one has the cheddar cheese, chocolate chunks, the dried cranberries, and graham crackers. So that's 2 of those. Then just some baby carrots to go in one of those meals. Got 2 cans of pineapple chunks for the freezer meals. And some vegetable broth, again, for those. I got a lot of more canned goods. So there's a can of pinto beans, and a can of kidney beans, and then 3 cans of black beans. Those are all going in freezer meals. I'll explain them later. Then a bag of tortilla chips, just for dinners. And down here, I am making some Oreo balls, and I needed them to be gluten-free, so I got some gluten-free Oreos and some white almond bark, so putting those together. And then to go with it is the block of cream cheese. Then a package of Hawaiian rolls to use for sandwiches. 2 cans of enchilada sauce going in some freezer meals, as well as a bottle of teriyaki sauce. And then back here, just a gallon of milk and a bottle of the tomato, basil, garlic pasta sauce for a freezer meal. Then 3 boxes of these peanut butter and dark chocolate protein bars. I got the 15 pack, I think it was last time, but they didn't have the big one, so I just ended up getting 3 smaller ones. And a bag of Sun Chips, just for snacking. Then back here is a big container of rolled oats. I was almost out of them. Then some dairy stuff. Got a container of ricotta. It's going in a ravioli bake. Down here is some sour cream. Then some Greek yogurt for snacks. And then finally some cottage cheese for me. And then back here, a box of the Ritz Bits cheese sandwich crackers. Down here we got some cheese. So a big bag of shredded mozzarella and then a bag of shredded cheddar. A lot of this is going in those freezer meals. Then a container of deli turkey for sandwiches. A bag of frozen cheese ravioli going in a freezer meal. And then lastly, for the food, got a bag of chicken nuggets. That's going to small group for the kids. And then a non-food item, I got a 2-pack of these aluminum pans. That is for the freezer meals I'm making this week. So that's all of Walmart. Meijer, I checked the Flash Food app and found a couple of things. So this is kind of a mixture of Flash Food and Meijer. And I had a $5 reward that I used for the Flash Food. So I only spent like 74 cents on my Flash Food order. Anyway, so from Flash Food, I got this Crafted Market sausage and pepperoni pizza. It says $6.29, but in the app it was like $2.99, which was awesome. And so we're having that for dinner tonight. The other thing from Flash Food is this Meijer chicken tortilla soup. So this is actually like 1 serving, which I didn't realize when I bought it, but I'm gonna have this for lunch. It looks really good. And then just Meijer in general, I got a bag of sour cream and onion veggie straws. Then a salad kit. This was 40% off. This is the Country Ranch. This is going with the pizza down here. And then lastly, a bag of the shelled edamame that is going in the freezer meals. My total for this weekend was $122.77. I'm pretty much right on mark with my budget. I don't have any money left over, so we hit it exactly. Now, the meal plan for this week, I am making some vegetarian freezer meals. I am making 5 different meals. I'm prepping them all at once and putting them in the freezer. I'm going to do a dedicated video for it, and that's gonna come out hopefully on Friday. The first one is a teriyaki veggies, so putting a whole bunch of things in a bag and just putting it in the freezer. Any recipes that I have are going to be linked down in the description for you. Also, a cheesy Mexican quinoa is on my list. So the idea behind this meal prep or freezer meal session is to make things as easy as possible in regards to like not having to chop as many foods. So I'm relying on like frozen vegetables, like the frozen pepper and onion blend. I did have to buy sweet potatoes, but I think that's the only thing I'm gonna have to chop up. Also is a ravioli bake. Super easy. You just mix together ravioli sauce, put some cheese on top, spinach too, I think, and then that's it. I'm also making a vegetarian chili, so that's really easy. It's mostly just a bunch of cans, dumping it into a bag and freezing it. And then lastly is a veggie fajita enchiladas. Now, honestly, I didn't double any of these. I wanted to make them for dinner for this week, and I didn't necessarily have the budget to buy more than what I needed. So, like, theoretically, you could double all these and then, like, freeze half and eat the rest for dinner this week. And lastly, for breakfast, I'm just making an egg casserole. This recipe is super easy, high in protein. I've got that recipe linked down below. One last thing before I go, I am excited to say that I set up an Etsy shop last week. I needed a good place to store all of my digital files, so like my meal planning templates, my freezer meal plans. So I set up an Etsy store, and I'll link that down below, but at the moment it has like 5 or 6 different items, freezer meal plans, and I plan on adding more every single week. So if you wouldn't mind like going and at least checking it out and maybe even just favoriting my shop, I would really appreciate that. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.